Hi, welcome to your upper body strength workout. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. All you need today, some dumbbells and a band or a pulley system, okay, for the entire workout. So let's get started. Let's get warmed up. Upper body strength. Thumbs up, big arm circles. So count them out if you want to, or just do it till it feels good. About 20 backward, and then we'll go 20 forward. Now, of course, just like the other workouts, usually we do groups of 3 exercises together. Today, after we get this warm up, we will be doing 3 sets of 12 for about 9 exercises, okay? So 20 of those each way, and then a little Agoscu shoulder opener. Thumbs down, kind of knuckles right there by your ears. Squeeze in, touch if you can. Squeeze back as far as you can. So you want the full range of motion in your shoulder blades, retracting, protracting, keeping your shoulders down, shoulders level. So don't pull in your neck. If you got to have your arms out here, that's fine. If they have to be a little bit lower, great. I just want good full range. We're just getting the upper body and the shoulders really firing and warmed up, okay? After you do 20 of those, kind of whole body here. Again, don't worry about depth. Don't worry about the way it looks. I want you to think about how it feels. This is an opener in many ways for your lower body and for your back. So, feet nice and wide, a little bend in the knees. Go down. If you can, grab your toes. If you got to be here, cool. If you got to be there, awesome. What we're doing though, straighten the legs as much as you can. Hold on and kind of pull so you're opening your back. And just drop the hips and do it again. Oh, it should feel great stretching your lats into your back, the back of your shoulders, hamstrings. And just like 20 of those, okay? Just take your time. Enjoy it. It should feel good. It's part of your active warm-up. Now we're going to move into our workout. So, come on down to the floor to get started. Starting with a prone airplane, mostly for the upper back, middle back, back extensors, etc. On your stomach, head down, arms back by your side with your palms down, okay? Try to use only your upper and middle back. If you feel anything in your low back, back off. Definitely squeeze your glutes too to provide some support for your low back. But even though you're squeezing your glutes, keep your legs down. So right here, 3 sets of 12, but we're going to do 12 of these for the first set. Up, lift the arms if you want to. If that's a little too much today, keep the hands down. Strength of the upper and middle back. So it's kind of a 3-step process. Head lifts up, shoulders lift up, and then maybe chest and then the ribs. So take your time with those. It's not for speed. Okay, the second of the group of 3 that we're doing in this first bit here. Still on the ground. Unilateral means one side, of course. Bird dog. A little bit more challenging than the bird dog we're using opposites, but a little more core and, the lateral stabilizers firing. So, right leg, right arm. Left leg, left arm. Ba, 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 ba. It puts on a good show and it challenges an area that you may not hit very often, okay? 12 of those. Now the third one in this group, still on the ground. Side plank, lifting the old leg, so shoulder over elbow. Bend the bottom knee, right here. 12 of those. Now if you can, point your toes kind of down to the ground. Your hand can be on your hip or your arm can be up like this. 12 of those, each side. Of course, flip to the other side. Remember, good setup. You're obviously working that in the outside of your hip, okay? So 3 sets of those, 3 exercises, 12 reps each. Now let's move on to the movement part of the workout. Grab your dumbbell. Might be a little bit heavier than you think. I'm using these sort of adjustable dumbbells. That's why they look funky. Both hands around the head of the handle of one dumbbell. You might want a little bit heavier weight, so let me show you what we're doing. Drop your hips. Power's coming from your legs up through your core. Toss it to one side. And when you get to this part, say if you're using a 15 to 20, even a 25, that's active. You don't want to feel anything in your low back, but your core is working. Down here, power, even pivot on the back foot if you want to. But even if your feet stay down, I want that core engaged. So 12 of these, 6 over each shoulder. That's the first one. Second of this group of 3. Back lunge, thoracic twist. Very light weights if you want to work your shoulders a little bit extra. However, with that back lunge twist that I talked about, my left leg's going to go back, but I'm going to twist and look over my right shoulder. Right leg comes back. I twist, look over the left shoulder. Alternating sides. Now if you're holding on to some light weights, that's great. Just come back to center each time, but keep your shoulders back and down. Here's kind of a front view. Imagine I'm holding some light weights. Squeeze back. You can do it with or without weight, but you're always kind of reaching back over that front leg. I did it wrong there just now, I think. Sorry about that. So you're feeling it here, your middle back's firing too, okay? Last one, go ahead and get a dumbbell again. Maybe about 5-10 pounds heavier than the first one you used because we're doing straight up swings, but American style, which means you're going to shoulder height, but your core stays tight the whole time. So remember, power is coming up through the legs. Your legs are strong. You're pushing up like this. That power is translated through your core and out through your arms, shoulders. 12 dumbbell swings. That's the next thing. Now let's move on to the strength portion. First of all, we're going to do a chest fly, but we're going to modify it. So with your pulley or band, so chest fly, grab the handles, one in each hand, of course. Now for the modified fly, we want the elbows in, the shoulders back and down. So really good setup. 1 foot forward if you wish. And just bringing it together. Squeeze your shoulders back, open up your chest, bring it together. So rather than the more classic, straight arm flies, our elbows are bent a little bit. I'll show you a front view in just a moment. So it kind of looks like this. So remember, like we talked about before with another one, the upper arm, the humerus, at about a 30-degree angle, just like when you're doing a rose. Except we're doing a fly here. So it's modified, it's less stress on the shoulder, but you're still getting a great workout for the upper, for the chest and front of the shoulders as well. Okay, next thing, one-arm row kickback. So you'll choose a weight that's a little bit light for the row, but just right for your tricep kickback. So you might be working in the, who knows, 10, 12, 15. If you're a rock star, 20 or more pounds. But what you're going to do is good. You can use a bench if you want. I'm just using my knee, my elbow, yes, I know anatomy, my elbow on my knee. Flat back, row it back, elbow up, kick it back. 12 of these, and then you'll switch and do 12 on the other side, row it back, kick it back. So 12 of those, each side. Okay, the next one, a little bit lighter weights than you normally use. We're doing curls, but a little bit differently. If you have healthy, if you got to drop and just do regular curls instead of what I'm about to show you, that's cool. But otherwise, arms out, shoulders level, arms lower than the shoulders though. Hold them right here, curling up from there. So it's going to be a little bit lighter because you are keeping your shoulders static to support this weight. But 12 curls from this position, you can see by my tiny, tiny biceps that it is working them, okay? All right, those are the 3 strength moves. 3 sets of 12. Let's cool down on the floor. We just have 2 cool down exercises, but it's because we're holding the second one longer on each side. But we'll talk about that in a moment. First of all, just down onto your stomach. Hands out in front, elbows down maybe. And just real easy, support yourself, maybe slide your elbows back, look up a little bit, roll your shoulders back. Look up, a real easy opener for the upper, release for the upper back, a little extension, supported extension. Hold it about 30 seconds. That's perfect. However you want to do that for a bit of an up dog, cobra type move. Go ahead and lie on your back. We're going to stretch your lats, but we're going to do it 2 minutes on each side. Go ahead and, I should say, lie on your right side to begin with. We'll talk about the setup. So on your right side, support your head with something if you need to, whether it's a towel or a cushion or whatever, if you need to. But I want this bottom arm out, extended out, palm up, 90-degree angle at the hips, 90-degree angle at the knees. Okay, so don't let them be back here or out there, but good solid 90-degree angles. Left hand on top of the right, and then open as far as you can. Now I'm a little bit blocked by the wall, but you know what I mean. Now that's the start. Now the thing to remember when you're doing this is keep this knee on top of that one, which will translate to this hip being on top of the bottom hip, which will give you a greater opening in your lat, in your back. You may feel it in your low back or up around your shoulder, wherever you're tightest. Let your head turn and look away as well. Hold this for a minimum of 2 minutes on each side. If your fingers tingle a little bit, that's perfectly natural. If you can't go very far, that's fine too. But do the best you can to keep one knee stacked on top of the other, because that will ensure proper hip position so you can get the full benefit out of the stretch. And that's been your upper body strength workout.